morning. Here we are at the bridge of the river Kwai. If you don't know, this city is famous because of a battle here that then was put in a film. I actually watched the movie last night, and the movie's good, but there's a lot. It's a movie, yes. There's a lot of exaggerations or non-truths. So this was the bridge, and in the movie it gets bombed. They sabotage it, but in real life, I believe it was air-rated. And then also the movie was filmed in Sri Lanka. It wasn't even filmed in Thailand. So good movie, but start fresh with all your knowledge about the battle and the prisoners and what happened here. So will I. But it is in a lovely spot. Very green with all the rain. Still getting a little bit of rain spit on me. Very colourful temple over there. Some nice restaurants. I got a feeling that wouldn't very tourist prices, I think. Which is good. That's probably one good thing about the movie. Put this place on the map. I assume the locals love the tourism. This one's very green. The mountains in the background. Very nice spot for a weekend getaway. Yeah, just to be along the river. It's a lot cooler. It's only 8:15. I got up pretty early, not as early. I believe the train comes through at 6:30. That's what I could research. I didn't get up that early. Probably should have, but I didn't. And when the train comes through, you have to hide in these little sections. Even like just what bridges in general in any era, I find it amazing how they make bridges. Like actually, one of the main reasons I find bridges very interesting how they get made is like actually in the movie they moved the bridge because they couldn't get the footing wrong. The sand was too soft, and I still don't understand how they do pylons in the middle of the ocean or in the middle of a huge lake or whatever. I think I've seen videos where they somehow suck the water out. I don't know how they do it, but I find that the bridge engineers are very smart, very clever. Even back in the olden times, or even the 1930s, 40s, the bridge they made to hold a whole train. I believe, I'm not sure if it's true, the one on the movie seemed to be all made out of bamboo and stuff. I'm not sure if that's true, but that's a lot of bamboo to hold up big trains, yeah. Dogs are gone crazy. Little bar area, prisoner war camp bar, street food. Very nice. This place is a couple kilometers away from where I was in the last video, where the street food market was. There are hotels here, restaurants. So if you want to stay closer to the bridge, you might even get a view of the train crossing the bridge on your balcony. You can stay up this way. Plenty of restaurants. I'm sure they do very nice food, nice ambience. Looking over the river. Actually, I think they might actually float. Maybe they go out into the water. Floating restaurant. Did that in Philippines. So that'd be good. We saw in the last video a lot of water sports. Doing a boat tour. I guess you could do a boat tour up the river. There are some tourist offices. Right, this is the Kanchanaburi War Cemetery. About 7,000 prisoners buried here. I'm not going to say too much else, I'm just going to be quiet. I'll film a little bit, but not too much. Just pay respects and have a little look. Alright. Very humbling. Most of those people are younger than me now. And yeah, you just like can say for our own, earn it. You're just wondering if we have earned it as society, as personally. Alright, bit of a sketchy way to get here. I'm not sure if this is the actual place or maybe I'm early. But we've got the rail tracks. And this is the cutting mountain. The mountain they cut through to make their train tracks. Kanchanaburi is that way. So I'm not going to give a big history because I'm not very good at it, but basically they built the railway to connect Singapore to India. So this train track was meant to go all the way to India. Cutting through this rock with just very basic tools. In Thailand, which I've experienced, at least I've experienced the heat of summer, and just 3-4 hours in the sun, it saps the energy out of you here in Thailand. The humidity, the heat, the glare from all angles. So they're doing this day in, day out for many months with no food, well, not much food and water. It'd be tough, very tough actually. Just 3-4 hours in this sun saps the energy. There is another, we passed another cemetery back there. Some very loud music. If you don't have your own transport, if you can get out to this town, I think buses or trains, there's little tours that you could do, jump on a tour, group tour or a private tour. You could hire one of the local guys depending on how much seats you need, whether you can jump on the back of the bike or one of those tuk-tuks with the little sidecars. There's plenty of transport people wanting to give you a ride. I'm sure you can make a deal for them to take you everywhere. Or I also think from Bangkok you could find a tour, you know, early start tour, leave early in the morning, come out, see all the sights and see the night market maybe, and then head back late at night. I'm sure there's tours that are offering that. I saw plenty of coaches near that night market last night. Or maybe they come and you stay one night and then throughout the 2 days you can see everything. Also in Kanchanaburi, we saw the night market yesterday in the other video and the historic war stuff today. But there's, as you can see with the river, a lot of naturals. I've seen some really beautiful waterfalls, but they're about, I don't know, about 30 kilometers, 40 kilometers further away from where I got to go. That yeah, so there's a lot of natural things you can do here too. I've seen some videos of people staying on the river on these beautiful huts. I don't think it would be cheap, but that's also an option out here in Kanchanaburi. So there's a lot of things you can do. I think from Bangkok it's 2.5 hours, 3 hour drive maybe. And it's about the same for me to head back. Google says it's going to take me 2 hours and something back, but I'm slower than Google, so it'll take me longer. But this was one of the places on my bucket list to visit when I came to Thailand, and yeah, it's just to makes you humbled, it make sure you're appreciating your life, make sure you're doing some good things in the world, make sure you're earning it. it's good to see some of these things. There are a bunch of museums, but you can't film in there. I did one of them, the Death Row Museum. It's really good. So there's a lot you can do here, and yeah, totally recommend it. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. Last video, the fun things to do in Kanchanaburi, and then the historic places. Very good to see, nice town. And I'll see you guys next time in the next video. I think it could, a Bangkok trip is on the cards, so it could be Bangkok, we'll see. You'll see when it shows up. Maybe I'll find something else to do before then. Alright, now I gotta get across this sketchy way. I'll show you this sketchy way. It's just these tiles. I don't know if there's any other entry. This is how hello. They're not nailed down.